Hi and welcome to Casual DIY channel. In today's episode I will be making a breadboard. So if you want to serve your bread in style, this is the right place to see how it's done. Stay tuned. So the plan here is to make the breadboard out of this piece of mahogany, absolutely gorgeous wood. I think it will give it a nice look, especially when it's oiled. The grain will pop out, it will look absolutely gorgeous. So I've got a project, I've got a design in my head, and I'm hoping you're going to stay around to see how it's going to look in the end. So stay tuned, let's start working. Okay, so the board, the design of the board will actually follow the grain this way. So I need a straight edge here, obviously cut the board to the right size, and I'm not too worried about the end because that's going to have like a handle to it. So I just need a straight edge here, and to do so I'm going to use my circular saw and a straight edge and a straight guide to do it. We've got one straight edge. I've determined how wide I need the board to be, so I've marked it up, put the straight edge on, and let's do the final cut. Wow, quite lucky with that pass. The battery started to die on me, so, well, good. At least that board is cut out to the right size I need. Beautiful piece of mahogany, absolutely love this wood. So I'm gonna go on to the table saw to clean up all the edges and make sure with the correct size I need for the board. The board is in the correct size. Next step, I'm going to put some drawings on it, basically the design I want for the breadboard, and I'm going to use my bandsaw to cut it all out. Tell you what, nothing like a good bandsaw. So the shape is cut out. This is exactly what I was after. So obviously that part is going to be the handle. I'm going to drill a hole in the middle of that to you can hang it up or whatever. Obviously I will take a lot of material from the handle itself, so it's probably going to be half the thickness of the whole board. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to obviously round all the edges on the board, and after that we'll go into some interesting work with a router. Yes, I've got a couple of ideas for this board, and hopefully you'll like it, so stay tuned. breadboard will have two different sides, and both of them will be usable for different purposes. So this one, what I want to do is to make a lip that will go around the board. So for example, you know, your bits and pieces from a bread will not go over the place. It will just stay within the parameters of the board. So to do that, I've marked the lines where I need to, where the lip will go. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my ruler and a sharp knife to scourge the edges. So when I'm going to be using my router, we'll have a nice and crisp edge. Okay, so I'm gonna use my router freehand to cut out the middle of the board. So fingers crossed. So I'm going to do a couple of more things to this board. I'm going to put a space in the fence here, so you can actually use a knife to cut the bread. As you can see, I've used the fence to guide the router along it, and to make these two grooves where when you're going to have a loaf of bread, you can just, you know, put it to the size you want, so that your knife will go in those two slots. So this side is now done. Obviously it's before sanding, it's just the routing. So we gave it a nice lip there, plus a slot for a knife to cut slices of bread. So, and now we will go to the other side of the board. Breadboard. So we've done one side of it, fairly simple, straightforward, but the other side I want to make it a bit more, well, unique and special. So think about serving your toasts. Right, so you make your toast for the whole family, put it on a plate or a board, stack them all up together, and by the time you make them all and put it on the table, probably 80% of them are already soft and soggy. Well, that's not the way you want to serve your toasts. So obviously you can buy multiple items that will slot your toast one after the other, but I've not actually seen many boards made out of wood. So what we're going to do, we're going to make slots in the board that will fit a slice each, standing upright, making sure your toast, when you serve it to your family or your friends, will always be crispy and will never be soggy. So have a look how it's done. In the meantime, I've put some fences around the board to make sure the router's going to stop in the correct places, and also build this moving stop block that will make sure that the router's in the correct lines. So hopefully it will work. Let's have a look. Moment of truth now, guys. A test fit. Like a glove, eh? It's time to tackle the handle. Obviously it's too thick, so I'm going to use my Japanese saw to take a bit of weight. To do that, as a guide, I'm using these two pieces of pine just to make sure I'm consistent all the way across the handle. Shape of the board is finally finished, obviously both sides. So the next step is sanding. It's going to be a lot of sanding, obviously. We're going to go from grit 80 right up to, so it's 80, 120, 160 and then 180. When we get to 180, I'm going to sprinkle a bit of water on the board to raise the grain, and then sand it again with 180. And I'm going to repeat that process until I get absolutely smooth board. I'm probably going to go up to 220, and that's going to be it for the sanding of this board. So obviously it's a boring and long process, so I'm not going to put it on the video. So I'll see you when the board is finally finished. Okay guys, so we arrived to the end of this project. The last stage is to put some food safe finish on the board. So what I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using mineral oil, obviously food safe, probably about 3 or 4 coats depending on how the wood will suck it in. Every half hour I will be adding some more mineral oil to the board, and then tomorrow, so I'm going to leave about 24 hours, tomorrow I will be using my personal favourite and a finishing touch to the board. It's a blend of 3 ingredients. I've actually done a video on it, how you can make it yourself. I'll leave the link in the description below. So basically it's mineral oil, beeswax and coconut oil. Guys, absolutely love this stuff. I do recommend it fully. Try it for yourself. It's brilliant. Seriously, it is. So let's get to it and let's put that mineral oil on the board. Let's see how the wood magic happens. You can actually hear how the wood is sucking the oil. Amazing. As always guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, a like and a comment below would be much appreciated. If you want to see more of my videos, please make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. It really helps me a lot, and hopefully I will see you on my next project. Till then, take care.